Welcome to GSI Stretch and Flex program. Today we're going to be talking about how important it is to come into proper alignment before we begin stretching. And we are also going to look at the 4 main movements of the spine and 4 different components that play a big role in moving your body in a meaningful way without hurting or injuring yourself. Ned is here with me, and we'll be going through step by step how important your equal weight distribution, how the curvature of the spine, your breath, your mindfulness, everything plays a big role in terms of achieving the appropriate stretch and flex program with the least amount of injuries even during stretching. Ned, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, wonderful. The best way you can start out is make sure your feet are just about hip distance apart and toes are pointing straight forward. Now gently start shifting your awareness through your ankles, through your knees, all the way up to your hips, and feel if your knees and hips are stacked just above your ankles, okay?
Okay.
Once you do that, gently roll your shoulders back very lightly, just a subtle movement. I'm going to come all the way around, and just to see how nicely your spine is now showing the curvature right around the cervical spine, how it moves slightly inwards, then in the thoracic spine, how it moves slightly outwards and goes back into the lumbar spine, creating a nice neutral curve. How do you feel so far? Do you feel relaxed?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. The tension in your body will always create the ground for more injuries. So our focus is always on paying attention that your spine remains in the center, but your rest of the body is hanging lightly and loosely around your spine. From this point on, let's shift our awareness to your breath. And I want to make sure, take a nice deep breath this time, filling up your chest cavity, allowing your abdominal muscles to relax, and then simply let it out slowly and gently. Once again, one more nice deep breath. Good expansion, and simply allow it to let it go out and flow smoothly and easily. One more nice deep breath. This time pay attention that it stays equal inhalation and equal exhalation. So if it takes you the count of 4 to get the breath in, allow the count of 4 to get the breath out. One more time, Ned. Excellent. Now keeping your connection and awareness with your nice deep breath, simply scan your body. If you may choose to, close your eyes and feel if there is any tension anywhere in your body right now. Go all the way from your ankles, moving up through your calf muscles, through your knees, all the way up to your upper legs, your lower back region, in your chest area, in your neck, in your shoulders. You may open your eyes. Do you feel any tension, soreness, or pain?
No.
If you do, you can take few deep breaths in that area, making sure you are relaxed. This is the way you are creating a mindful awareness of where you are in any given time at the beginning of the day before you start your stretching practices. And the last part, as we begin moving into the dynamic practices of stretching and moving, we'll talk a little bit more about the body mechanics, because that's the one that tells you how to use the right tool, how to use the right joint when you want to accomplish the best and the most out of your body. Let's begin with our sequence focused on how to do the nice deep breathing. In this one, bring your hands closer to your heart, bringing both the palms together. As you inhale, open your arms, pulling the shoulder blades together in the back. And as you exhale, bring your palms together. Breathe in, open your arms, and breathe out as you bring your hands together. Slowly and gradually elongate your breath. That means if it takes you the count of 3 to take the breath in, next sequence, try to see if you can extend the breath to the count of 4. So let's do it with the count. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're breathing in, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You're breathing out. Breathe in for the count of 4. and breathe out for the count of 4. As we have already achieved the equal standing, we're going to be moving into the first movement of the spine, which is spinal extension. In this phase, we're going to be focusing on how to do the spinal extension without injuring or hurting yourself. Ned, you ready?
I'm ready.
Wonderful. Is your spine right in the center?
Yes.
And your body feels loose and relaxed?
It does.
Wonderful. With your inhalation, as you start taking a nice deep breath, start lifting your arms slowly, accommodating the breath as you continue to go up. Once your arms come in line with your ears, gently stretch back, looking up slightly. Wonderful. Listen to your body, and once you feel that final stretch and your limit, you may start to bring your arms down with outgoing breath with your exhalation. Very nice. Let's do it one more time. With your inhalation, as you continue to take a nice deep breath, lift your arms up slowly. Arms come in the line with your ears. Then your upper body starts to stretch. Without losing your connection with your ears and the arms, and with your exhalation, bring your arms down right by your side. Let's begin with our spinal sequence. The starting point for this sequence is equal standing, where your feet are about shoulder distance apart. Your toes are pointing forward. And let's tag this position by bringing your knees and your hips just above your ankles. Shift your awareness through your upper body, bringing it to the shoulders. Gently roll your shoulders slightly back, pulling the shoulder blades together. Your arms are hanging loosely right by your side. Relax your neck muscles and jaw muscles. And we'll move into spinal extension. With a nice deep inhalation, start lifting your arms up. As your arms come right by your ears, continue your journey by moving your upper back and arms a little bit back as far as your body will allow you today. With your exhalation, slowly bring your arms down right by your side. Let's begin with our next spinal movement, which is spinal flexion. Spinal flexion can be accomplished through the use of your hips and knees. Imagine this way: if you have a toolbox, which tool would you use, which is most effective to accomplish the task? If you want to go all the way down, reaching the floor, your hips play a big role. It has a greater range than your back. So let's see how we are going to use our hips and then our back so that we can bend effectively using the proper body mechanics. Ned, you ready?
I'm ready.
Excellent. Let's make sure your feet are pointing straight forward.
Okay.
Your spine is right in the center. Rest of the body is hanging loosely in a relaxed fashion around your spine. Take a nice deep breath. And as you let the breath out, start hinging at your hips. Come about 90 degrees with the nice flat back, and from here you may release your arms to the floor and relax your body and let the spinal flexion allow you to accomplish the fullness of this movement. In this position, focus on your nice deep breaths. Your breath could be moving with the count of 4 coming in and then the count of 4 to go out of your body. Stay here for at least 3 to 4 nice deep breaths. Feel the relaxation in the lower lumbar region. With each exhalation, your body should feel more relaxed. When you are ready to come back up, take a nice deep breath and allow the inhalation, that air, to help you to come about halfway, and then gently unhinge yourself from your hips, coming straight up. With a relaxed awareness, arms by your side. Let's begin with our next spinal movement, which is spinal flexion. In this position, to prevent any injuries to your back, we'll be paying more attention to the hips and knees to accommodate for spinal flexion. Bring your hands about the hip crease. Take a nice deep breath. And as you start exhaling, letting the breath out, start hinging at your hips. Come about halfway with the flat back. And from here, release your arms to the ground and just gently allow your upper back and the head to hang loosely between your arms. Stay here for 4 deep breaths. With each inhalation, feel the elongation of the spine. And with each exhalation, as the breath goes out, feel the relaxation spreading through the body. Breathe in to elongate. Breathe out to relax. Breathe in with stretching and elongation. Breathe out with relaxation flowing through your body. As you take the next deep breath, continue to come up with the hands on your hips. Come about halfway with the flat back and slowly unhinge yourself to your starting position. Once you come to the starting position, let's repeat this sequence 3 more times. Now, since you have your feet in the right position, let's begin with our lateral flexion or sideward bending appropriately. You ready?
I'm ready.
Once again, hands about on your hips, spine is in the neutral, your body is hanging loosely around your spine. This time, with your inhalation, as you start taking a nice deep breath, lift your left arm up over your head. As it comes right around your ear, continue your journey over to the right side as far as you can go. Once you find your fullness of your position, stay here with nice deep breaths. Deep breath will allow your muscles to relax. It gives the working muscles plenty of oxygen, which prevents the injuries. Each exhalation allows the relaxation, and each inhalation allows more expansion of the body. So combination of inhalation allowing the expansion and exhalation to relax your body and the muscles will prevent any kind of injuries. As you exhale, continue to bring your arm right by your side. Allow the breath to last all the way through that movement. And as you bring your hands back to your waist, focus on your breath. Let's begin with lateral flexion of the spine. In this movement, you're actually bending towards your side, either to the right or left. I will walk you through how to do that. Our starting point is always making sure your feet are about shoulder distance apart, toes are pointing forward. Bring your hands to the hip level. With a nice deep inhalation, spread your left arm out to the side and continue your journey upward, reaching the hand up over your head and gently stretching it over to the side. In this position, make sure your body is not bending forward or back. It is in the alignment with the same side. As you exhale, bring your hand down right by your side. Continue your journey downward with the exhalation. Back to starting position where your feet are about shoulder distance apart. We'll repeat this sequence on the opposite side. With a nice deep inhalation, lift your right arm out to the side, all the way up. Continue your journey leaning over to the left side as far as your body will allow it. And as you exhale, bring your hand down right by your side. Once you come to the starting position, let's repeat this sequence 3 more times on both sides. Let's look at the spinal rotation. This is also a very important position of the body, but can also create a lot of strain in the lower lumbar region if not done appropriately. We're going to be looking at how our spine is aligned. Your sacral spine is supported by your pelvis. Your thoracic spine is supported by your ribs. The middle portion, which is your lumbar region, doesn't have additional support. So doing the spinal rotation mindfully and using the appropriate body mechanics can prevent a lot of injuries. Ned, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's begin. Preferably, if you can find something that can raise your right foot or right leg just a little bit higher, about 90 degrees, where your hips and knees both are at 90 degrees, that is the ideal position. If not, you can just lower it down. And as you do that one, bring your left arm and let it rest on your right leg closer to your body so that your spine remains vertical, upright, and centered. Take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, bring your right arm up and start to bring it all the way as far back as you can go. Paying attention especially to your spine, your upper back, and once you find your final stretch position, stay here with the fullness of your breaths. Continue doing deep breaths in this position, paying attention to how your body is becoming relaxed with each breath, creating more expansion, more elongation, and more rotation with each inhalation, and further a deeper relaxation with each exhalation. When you're ready to come out of this position, take a nice deep breath, bring your arm all the way around, and as you bring it closer to your body, bring your hands right to the waist. You can release your leg and come back to the equal standing. Let's begin with our spinal rotation. In this position, one way to prevent any injuries to your back is you may use any kind of block or any kind of support so that you can raise your right foot on the top, well supported. Ideally, your knee should be at least at 90 degrees. Although if the support is not tall enough, this position is still going to support your spine comfortably. Take a nice deep breath and bring your left hand over to the right upper thigh region. And as you exhale, spread your right arm at shoulder level and continue your journey to rotate all the way in the back. Pay attention to your hand and stay here with fullness of your breaths. Continue to do nice deep breathing. With each inhalation, your spine feels elongation, and with each exhalation, your body feels relaxation. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Breathe in with elongation, breathe out with relaxation. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you breathe out, bring your hand back to the original position, continue your journey, relax your leg, and we'll repeat the sequence with the opposite leg. Lift your left leg, keep it well supported, take a nice deep breath, keep your hand onto the opposite leg. With each exhalation, spread your arm up, continue your journey as you rotate. Focus is on keeping the spine upright and straight. Once you achieve the fullness of this position, breathe in with focus on elongation of the spine and exhalation with relaxation. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you breathe in, continue your journey all the way to the starting point. Release your arm and come back to your starting position. We will repeat this sequence on both sides 3 more times, paying attention to your breath and maintaining upright spine. Let's start with the chair flow. This is a great position to build the strength in your quadriceps and your hamstrings. We'll begin with our feet about shoulder width apart. With a nice inhalation, lift your arms up and start to lower your tailbone as if you are getting ready to sit in a chair. Exhale, arms come down, stand up nice and tall. Do it slow. Allow your breath and the movement to merge together. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, arms come to your side. Breathe in, arms go up. Breathe out, arms to your side. In the final stretch, we'll hold this position as long as your body will allow it. So inhale, arms go up. Once you find your final position, continue to do your normal breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Only hold this position as long as your body is allowing you to do it. When you are ready to come out of the pose, exhale, arms come down. We'll come to the starting position. Repeat this sequence 4 times.